7 business lessons from Acqualina, the number one hotel and resort in the United States, 2004. I'm in Acqualina in Miami, Florida. Here's a little bit about Acqualina and some of the awards they've won. They were named number one best hotel and number one best resort in the U.S. in 2024 by U.S. News Best Hotel Rankings. They've won the Forbes Five-Star Award for the hotel and spa for 11 consecutive years. They won the title of TripAdvisor's number one beachfront hotel in the U.S. and top awards from USA Today, including the number one best destination resort in the United States. Let's talk about what it takes to be best in class. Now, these are my 7 standards of best in class. When I work with a business, when I work with an organization, when I was in business, I was fortunate to start and run some successful businesses myself before I became a coach and consultant. These were the 7 standards of best in class that I aimed for. You know, they all fall under the category of excellence and service. So let's talk about these 7 standards and how Acqualina exemplifies what it is to be best in class. The first standard we'll talk about is to be brilliant at the basics. No matter what business you're in, you need to be brilliant at the basics. Every type of business has basics that they must be brilliant at. For example, in the hospital, if you're in the hotel business, the resort business, it needs to be safe. You know, safe guest safety is huge. If for your guests, these are things your guests think about. These are the basics they want you to be brilliant at. It needs to be clean. You need a warm welcome as you enter. Coffee, right? Coffee in the rooms. A hotel gym. Towels. A comfortable bed. These are all the basics of the hotel business. Acqualina is brilliant at all of them. You can't be number one in the United States without this. So think about for your business or your organization, what are the basics? What are the 3 to 6, 12 fundamentals of your business that you must relentlessly be brilliant at? Okay. Best in class standard number 2 is sweat the small stuff. Okay. That means pay attention to the details, all the little things. So, you know, I come in the room and everything's spotless, everything's immaculate. When I enter the resort, as I pull up, you know, as I'm driven up to the entrance, everyone is dressed in red. It's very unique. This is a detail, but it's an important detail because everyone in the resort is wearing some sort of red, you know, which stands out. Everyone is dressed above and beyond what you would expect, even in a resort of this type. Think about what the small stuff is in your business. And this is what, Tim Grover, the great NBA trainer of Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, and now he works with a lot of corporations, wrote 2 great books, Relentless and Winning. He says the separation is in the details. This is what separates you in your business or your organization. It's the details. Okay. Let's talk about best in class standard number 3. Do what you say you're going to do. This is the fundamental of all business. Do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. Sounds simple. Think about 100 businesses that you've done business with, recently, or even in your lifetime. How many of them consistently do what they say they're going to do when they say they're going to do it? If you really sit and think about it, it's less than 5. Things are late or there's a mistake and I'm not judging, I'm just reporting. Right? These are good people, but they're not doing what they say they're going to do when they say they're going to do it. So everything as advertised, everything is promised. In my experience in Acqualina, they followed through on that commitment. They did what they said they're going to do. I'd ask for a refrigerator in the room. I get here, there's a refrigerator in the room. Everything I asked for, in terms of assistance was done with a smile, which I appreciate. So do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it in your organization, as a leader, as a business owner, as a human being. Best in class standard number 4. Now, you can also think, how can I apply these to my life as well? This doesn't just have to be about business and leadership. These are 7 standards of a best in class life. So for example, do a little extra. Strive to do a little extra for the people in your life. Don't just do the bare minimum. If you're in business, or you're part of an organization, strive to do a little bit extra. This is, again, another point of separation. The key driver of word of mouth for any business is doing a little extra. We expect businesses to do what they say they're going to do. Very few do, unfortunately. We expect that though. What creates the extra word of mouth is doing a little extra. So for example, here I show up in my room and this is extra. This is what I walked into. I actually just checked in. So this is doing a little extra. Do a little extra. I have an iPad with access to all kinds of newspapers and magazines. Okay, that's doing a little bit extra. I'm greeted with water, with a beverage. They asked what type of beverage I would like. I got a water as soon as I showed up, right? That's doing a little bit extra. I asked for the Wall Street Journal and I believe the Miami Herald, right? And they will bring me that. That's doing a little bit extra, going above and beyond. This is what it takes to be number one, right? Doing a little extra consistently, being brilliant at the basics, sweating the small stuff, doing what you say you're going to do when you're going to say you're going to do it, and doing this in a manner that's every guest, every time, no exceptions, no excuses. That's how you have to think about these things in business. We're only as good as our last day and our client, customer, guest, their last experience. You have to be consistent with these things. So these are the first four standards. Best in class standard number 5, be an expert listener. Okay, I called up and had some requests again about early check-in, which I was granted, which I appreciated. That was doing a little extra. But every request I asked for some help about getting a tour of the Miami Heat Arena here in Miami, and they helped me with that. Right, they were expert listeners. I could tell everyone when I talked to them, they look me right in the eye. They're fully present. They're listening to what I'm saying, which I appreciate just as a human being. Okay, a lot of success in business is just being a good human being. Just be good to other people. Be that expert listener. Do a little extra. It's one of the greatest secrets of success. Just listen. Be present. Learn about people. Learn about what makes them happy, sad, what they want. What they don't want. It's a beautiful thing, and it's a beautiful way to make a genuine connection with another human being. Be an expert listener. Number 6, standard number 6. Be kind and useful. I was greeted by, I think, 3 people before I even walked in the door here. As I pulled up and was dropped off, I was greeted with such warmth. Okay. It was so kind. From the second I got in, the smiles, the warmth, unbelievable, like a Swiss watch. Okay. And everyone was smiling naturally. This wasn't forced, so much warmth, unforced warmth. And what I also look for when I go into any business organization is I assess it before I start to work with this organization. Are people smiling amongst each other? Are they kind to each other, the team members, the employees? Okay. Are they kind and warm and useful to each other? And that's where it starts. One step above, if you're a leader in an organization, of a household, of a sports team, it all starts with you. You need to live by example. So if you want your team members to be kind and useful to your customers and guests, you better be kind and useful to them first. That's how it works. It always starts with us as leaders, and it always starts with us as team members to each other. Right? So do everything you can. It's one of my life values. I strive every day to be kind and useful to others. Very important. It's also just a great way to live a happy, fulfilled life as well. So doesn't just benefit others. It's there's a lot of intrinsic benefit. There's joy from being kind and useful to others. So they definitely went above and beyond in that. They went the extra mile in terms of being kind and useful. And lastly, always do your best. Okay. Or I'm sorry, get 1% better than yesterday, which a part of that is always doing your best. Okay. Get 1% better than yesterday. Have that mentality that I just want to get a little better than yesterday. I want to learn something new today. I want to be kind to someone today. I want to get better at being kind today. I want to be a better listener today. I want to do something hard today. I want to challenge myself to go above and beyond, go the extra mile, to sweat the small stuff, to pay attention to details. I just want to get a little better than yesterday. And when I was greeted, the woman who brought me up to my room, checked me in, always striving to be better. That's what she said to me, because I congratulated him. Congrats on this award. Very special award, and many awards you've been given. It's not easy. It takes a lot of diligence and disciplined execution and extreme focus to do this. It takes a lot of kindness, a lot of love, a lot of listening to win these type of awards. And she said, always trying to get better. Right? Always trying to give our best. We always try to do our best. That's what she said. That's what I was greeted with. That's crucial. So again, I will challenge you on these 7 standards of best in class, think about how they apply not just to your work or your business, your organization, your career, but also to your everyday life. About just striving every day to be brilliant at the basics. Strive every day to do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it, to sweat the small stuff, to do a little bit extra, to be kind and useful, to be that expert listener, and to get 1% better than yesterday. So think about, if you're running a business, also which one of these you want to focus on the most. Where do we need to improve the most as an organization? Focus on it for 30, 60, 90 days. It will be a game changer. These are the 7 standards of best in class. I congratulate Acqualina on excelling in all of these. I congratulate them on my success. They receive 10 out of 10 stars from me. I appreciate what I most appreciate. It's a beautiful resort. What I most appreciate when I come to a place like this is the warmth I receive and the human connection. And I'm so grateful for every single person who makes this happen in this incredible, incredible place. I wish you an elevated life of success, happiness, and positive impact.